Yes.
3.5. Okay, try and do 3 minutes for your slide. Okay, cool.
Yes.
3.5. Okay, try and do 3 minutes for your slide. Okay, cool.
All right, and we are live. So, to all right, and we are live. So, to
Have you noticed there's feedback that we're hearing?
there is. Give me just a minute. That's me. I forgot the one thing I have to mute our.
Have you noticed there's feedback that we're hearing?
There is. Give me just a minute. That's me. Okay. Can you see when we go to the presentation view? Can you let me know what you are seeing?
Yeah, we see your next slide and probably would be your notes. So we don't see the
How
full
about
slide.
how about that?
Now we see the full slide.
All right. Thank you for bearing with us and our technical difficulty. We are Vesta Divorce, the Irvine Hub, and today we're going to chat about some of your resolutions for your new year. Just as a note, our attorneys are licensed in the state of California only. And so I want to be very clear that we will not be providing any legal advice. We will, however, be providing you helpful legal information. We are not able to provide you with any specific legal advice because each case is unique, it's very fact specific, and there are just some nuances and details that we don't have the time or privacy to flesh out. So understand that any legal information here is to be considered educational, informational, and general in nature. And our attorneys, again, are licensed only in the state of California. So I'm going to skip over. My name is Patricia Van Haren. I am a collaborative attorney and mediator. Maybe you're here joining us because you're thinking of getting divorced. You're, dreading going through the holidays, yet another holiday again, and you've told yourself, okay, this is the last one I've got. I'm going to have a new life, a new year, a new me. So one of the most important things that you get to look at as you get started in this process is which divorce process will you choose? Um, there are so many various options for divorce in the state of California. You can choose collaborative divorce, which is a team approach to divorce. Your attorneys work together rather than against each other, helping you find resolutions that are right for the entire family. You may choose mediation, which is where you and your spouse work with a neutral party as a mediator and you work together to come to agreements. Maybe there's some issues that can't be resolved outside of court. One of the parties is really unreasonable, or there's been domestic violence, maybe some substance abuse issues. Then you might choose litigation. And in that model, you're going to each have an attorney. We have an excellent litigation attorney in our Irvine Hub, Elizabeth Johnson. And you may choose to litigate your case and have the judge make decisions for you. And then we have our vested divorce model. Oh, sorry about that. Our vested divorce model, which is kind of a combination of that team approach that we see in the collaborative divorce, but it can be utilized whether you're in mediation, whether you're in litigation, or if you're in the collaborative process. So it's up to you. I do strongly believe that the way you divorce is really going to set the tone for your life, the life of your children, the life of your future grandchildren or grandchildren that you already have. And another resolution that you may have is how do I have improved relationships in co parenting? A lot of times there's been a lot of conflict in the marriage. You've been fighting for years with each other, and now you've got to learn this new way of interacting, to co-parent and change that model of the relationship. And that's where having the right emotional support can really help you. And with that, with no further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Cheryl Woodhouse.
Thank you, Patricia. Hi, my name is Cheryl Woodhouse. I'm a licensed marriage family therapist. And in sticking with the same theme here, New Year, New You, I want to have you all think about when we think about positive things, when we focus on positive things, usually we attract positive things. But what's coming up even more in mental health treatment is what we think also affects our bodies, not just our minds. So I'm here to have you think about something positive starting the new year about your kids. So many people think, oh my gosh, how am I going to face this with my children going through a divorce? This is going to destroy them. I want you to think about you have an opportunity to be a positive role model for your children rather than them observing you fighting all the time, or even loveless marriages where there's just absolutely no affection. This really will set the tone of what your kids are going to do when they become adults. And you want to have them move forward into the future with a positive role model by the way you live. Not just by what you say to your kids, but our kids look at the way we live. So look at it as a positive thing. You're not creating what we call secondary post-traumatic stress, where it's impacting your children's nervous system to listen to you guys fight all the time. This is also a wonderful opportunity and time in 2024 for you to work on yourself. If you have not had the time because you have been in an argument all the time or focused on the divorce, this is the opportunity to work on self-care. And so many people think that working on yourself is just plain selfish. It's not a good thing to do. Well, if you've ever heard, put the oxygen mask on you first before your kids, otherwise you both pass away. It goes the same for self-care. You have more to give to others when you take care of yourself and fill up yourself first, both mentally as well as physically. So I really encourage you to look at some new things that you can implement in lifestyle, whether it's meditation, yoga, listening to music, taking up a new hobby. Just think of one thing that you can add this new year. And you want to also visualize. Everybody talks about this on YouTube and TikTok. If you want to get to a goal, you need to start visualizing first. So take this time as the year comes to a close of what you would like your new year to look like. And then you can start planning ahead and setting those goals and taking those behaviors that move you in the positive direction of progress rather than looking back at what you've lost by going through divorce. I encourage you to just implement one thing, something brand new you've not done for the new year. It doesn't have to be big. There's many of us that do our New Year's resolutions and it never comes to pass because we take on too much. Just do a little bit at a time. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Glenn Crawford. We're happy that you're here with us today, not for the reason that you're here, but we're happy you came to us because my colleagues and myself here in the Vesta Divorce Irvine Hub are committed, experienced in helping people navigate the choppy waters of divorce. I'm a CDFA, Certified Divorce Financial Analyst. I'm also a financial advisor, a wealth asset manager, but that's not the same thing that we're talking about when we're looking at essentially dissolving the marital enterprise, the family enterprise. Not the same as stock portfolio management or retirement planning or income planning or tax mitigation, completely different. And someone who's a financial advisor or a CDFA, or excuse me, a CPA is not a CDFA. It's a special skill and training and helping people understand the most equitable way to dissolve the marriage, the community interest in the marriage, and also understand the impact of those decisions going forward after divorce. And that's not really as simply as some people would have you believe. It's not something that lawyers are actually trained to do. So I'm going to give you a couple of things. We can do the numbers and my practice, strategic divorce planning. We work all over the country. But and a lot of what we do is helping people understand the numbers and, the impact of those decisions. But I identify as a coach, meaning I have one intention, that's to help people to a better outcome. So here's the two things that I can give you as relates to moving forward. Number one is, one of my mentors says that when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So rather than looking at your current circumstance with anger or disgust or deceit or whatever, how about looking at it as gratitude, however you got there? Because now you have a chance to start over. You have a clean slate. You can do things that you may have subordinated for your marriage and for your kids. I also believe that no one should be in a circumstance where their lover or their leadership or someone they're involved in can't give them their best. You deserve not to live in pain, in my estimation. And you can choose to continue to be in a circumstance it's not going to get better, or you can choose to endure a little discomfort for a while, getting yourself liberated. And there was a bright light in you before you got married. That bright light is still there. All you got to do is dust it off and find it. Get your mojo back. Get your mojo working. So I hope you reach out to us for individual consultation. My name is Glenn Crawford. Thank you very much for being here, and we invite you back as many times as you like.
Hey everyone, my name is Tommy Evans. I'm a independent mortgage broker. And this coming year, the first thing that I really want you to kind of focus on is debt, and trying to eliminate as much debt and simplify your life as much as possible. We can all eliminate debt. Just last night, I was putting in an order for food, and it was a $20 entree. Before I knew it, delivery, everything was $50. And so instead of me just taking the easy route and just hitting, have it delivered, Grubhub, what have you, I was like, I'm not paying, double the cost of this. And so I stopped what I was doing, and I went to the pantry and I pulled out, some food out of the pantry and made it myself. And so there's ways that we can cut costs. And so we just need to look at our credit card bills, see what we truly have to have as items that are going to make it so that we can actually survive, versus those luxury items that we could easily cut out, and just the lazy items that we can easily cut out. And so I'm sure we can all go through and find probably thousands of dollars a month on things that we can cut corners on to save some money. So that would be my first piece of advice for this coming year. Let's take a look and see what we can do to save up more money. And then the second thing is just understanding from a mortgage side, there is a ton of different products out there. And so educating yourself on those, and I'm here to help you educate yourself on the different mortgage products. But what is the right product for you? Most people are just like, oh yeah, I need a 30-year fixed mortgage, but that's not always going to be the best option for yourself. You might be sitting with a 2% interest rate, and maybe it's better that you hold on to that loan, and maybe we should be looking at a home equity line of credit to pull money out. And so understanding your options, is it better to have an interest only payment? Is an ARM going to be better for you? Maybe a reverse mortgage might be better for you. So let's find out what your best scenario is, what is right for you. Because there is no, blanket, statement that, one loan is right for all. That is absolutely completely false. There's a right loan and a right product for your unique situation. And so know what that is. So I encourage you to reach out and schedule a free consultation with me. I am licensed pretty much all of the West Coast, and then Tennessee, Florida, Texas, Virginia. So a lot of states on the East Coast as well. So happy to have that consultation with you anytime. Thank you.
Hi, thank you all for attending. My name is Dar Mardan. I'm a realtor in Southern California. I live in Orange County. I work with the wonderful crew of people that you see on this conference call. We are here to get you through one of the most difficult periods in your time. And we want to make sure you come out on the other side ready to start your new wonderful life. And it's going to be wonderful. Now, building on the theme that Tommy was talking about, you want to save money. You want to have, you want to make sure that you don't spend your money loose. You want to make sure that you save as much as you can. So the best way to do that is for you to have a good credit. One of the ways to do that, because when you go to get that loan for your home, when you go get that loan for your car, that means you end up paying less of a payment because you have a good credit. In order for you guys to maintain that eligibility and have that good credit, you need to make sure you make your payments on time. You don't have to pay off everything. Just make the minimum payments until you get through this things. Then you can create your own space. That is the beautiful future that waits for you. That house you're looking for, that apartment you're looking for, now we can work on it to transition you from the existing environment you're in to get to a house that's yours, decorated by you, look the way you always wanted it to look. You should always look at the silver lining. I know how difficult it is to get through this period, but we've all gone through it, and you will come out of the other side, and we will help you. All the specialties you need to go through this process are on this call. You can contact any one of us ahead of time. Be proactive. Talk to us early, so we can offer you solutions that are not rushed, that are tailored to create and to bring in the best value for you. We are all here. My phone number is on our website. Just give me a call. Let's talk about what your thoughts are, and together we can come up with the best plan for you. I want to wish everybody a happy new year. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season, and wish you a happy life. Thank you.
Thank you. So we've got a bonus resolution. You can have a divorce team help you. So why are we here, and why do we gather together here? What I love about Vesta is we handle all aspects of divorce: the legal, the emotional, financial. Most people understand there's a legal aspect to divorce. But what a lot of people don't know is not all attorneys are created equal. So you want to make sure that your attorney that you're working with understands the impact of all aspects of divorce and is the right attorney for your type of case. You don't want to hire a high conflict litigation attorney if you want to keep your case out of divorce. You want to hire somebody that's settlement based, or hire a mediator or a collaboratively trained attorney. You want to hire somebody that is a family law attorney. So many people just go to, the friend or the relative that's a lawyer. Like for me, I would never represent somebody in a criminal case. Why? Because I don't practice criminal law. I don't want to do something that I'm not skilled at. So emotional divorce is a highly emotional process. And sometimes those emotions can block sound decisions. So working with someone like Cheryl, having that therapist or coach on your team can really help you in the process and help you process your emotions so you can make sound decisions when needed. And then financial. So the division of property in a divorce, it's exactly the same as if you were to dissolve a business. The family law code as it relates to property division really mirrors the corporation's code. So make sure you have your right financial team in place. Somebody like a CDFA, like Glenn, or Dar, our realtor, or Tommy, our mortgage specialist, and make sure that your financial team knows about the nuances of divorce. So where can you find us? You can follow us on YouTube. This is one of our live events. We're live on YouTube today. Join us on Facebook. We've got a great Facebook group. Follow us at our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram. And that is that. Thank you. I am going to go ahead and bring the rest of our team back. I am going to take us off of our live stream and stop our recording. That way we can open it up for questions. So just give me one